Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about what you desire desires you too. It's a bit of a technique, but it's a bit of a way to change your energy around that particular thing that it is that you want. First of all, what I will say is once you desire something, it's possible. It is, because the thing is we tend not to desire things that we would really think were out of our reach. We tend just not even to sort of think about those, and they don't come into our awareness. The things that we desire is generally something that we know is possible, even if it's even just a little bit, even if it's just remotely possible. Do you know what I mean? So we tend not to desire those things that we would think would be absolutely impossible, like really desire them as if we want them. So that said, circumstances don't matter either. And when I say circumstances don't matter, I mean they don't matter to whatever this is, because there is nothing judging you. There is nothing deciding whether you're worthy of it or you have to do this first before you get it. You know, as we grow up in life and we're told you can have this when you've done this, and when you've worked this hard, then you might get this, and that kind of thing. And we tend to carry that forward with manifestation and think that we have to do this, this, and this before we can get to this. And that really isn't the case. So I'm just trying to get it over to you how we can make this much more complicated than it actually is. So how do we work with what you desire desires you? Because you've probably heard that term before anyway, but to actually sort of feel it and make that feeling work for you. If you've got into a situation where you're feeling like something, I don't know if this is ever going to happen, you decide that that particular thing, whatever it is, not just for a relationship, it could be for a job or anything that it is that you want, so we'll go with a person. That person desires me. That person desires me. That person is looking for me, is actively searching for me, wants to be with me. And then it's the law of assumption, really. And you assume that you assume that when you desire something, that thing desires you too. So it's using the law of assumption in real simple terms and real broad terms. And it might take a bit of you saying this to yourself, but I find it's better than assuming something is true of a certain situation. If you can just say this, it kind of changes your energy around it, and it may, after a while, it will seem less out of reach. It will seem much more possible. And as I've said before, when it seems possible, it becomes probable. When you feel its possibility, it's probable. And once it's probable, then, you know. And this is all about our energy sort of changing and becoming a bit more in line with what it is that we want. Even if doesn't have to be 100% in line, you don't have to be 100% aligned with something in order to manifest it into your life. But if you do this with do this as an exercise, something to improve your feeling state. So at the moment, if you feel like your feeling state is completely out of whack with what it is that you want, or a little bit out of whack, or you're just seeing partial bits of that manifestation, like I said, anything can be absolutely anything. So if you're maybe having job interviews but you're not actually getting that job, so you would say something like, the job that I desire desires me too, is actively looking for me. And I know it sounds a bit stupid, doesn't it? It's a job. How can a job be looking for you? But what that does is it changes your energy, and you feel it. You feel like it's looking for you. You sort of get that little spark inside that feels that it is. And the more you do that, the more that spark grows, and you get that more of that feeling. And it doesn't matter if your rational brain says to you, don't be stupid. Of course it's not. Just ignore that. We don't bring our rational brain into this any more than we have to with manifestation, but we don't get stressed about it either. So just let it do its talking and its yabbering and telling you that you're delusional and all of that. It doesn't matter. Just say to yourself, it doesn't matter. Rational brain, it doesn't matter what you say, because I'm not really talking to you. I'm talking to my subconscious, but that's okay. I know you're just doing this to protect me, and that's cool. Do whatever it is that makes it feel like that allows you not to get stressed about your rational brain butting in and telling you that you're being delusional. And do this as an exercise. Just do it with little things now that you might want that you just haven't seen. So you assume that everything that you want also desires you. So you assume it general, and then you assume it for certain things that you maybe have been feeling that misalignment with, and you start saying, it desires me too. I know that it desires me too. I know that it is searching for me. So again, this is a very simple exercise and just something that you can keep in your manifestation toolbox. It's a really, really quick and easy thing to do. You may think, well, how can that have that much power? But it really does if you persist at it. And again, I like persistence when it's getting you into a better feeling state. It's working on you. So it's general. And if you can use it for every single thing that you want, it's just part of something that you do without having to constantly affirm and do all of that other stuff, then this because it's all about your feeling state. It's not about affirmations, it's not about visualizations and all of that stuff. It's just what gets you to the particular feeling state that you want in order to manifest. So this is just an easy way of doing it, and like I said to you before, I've always looked for the easy route, the easiest route possible, because I don't want to put in hard work to get to where I want to go. If I'm given some inspiration of action I can take to get to a certain point that I want to get to in my life, then I will take that and I will run with that, but I won't allow my rational brain to try to find me a way to get to something, because it's always going to take me the long way around. So like I said, just a very easy feeling technique, and something that if you get in the practice of doing it, you will really start to feel it and your rational brain will start to get on board eventually. But don't worry too much about whether it takes a while, because the more you get that feeling of "it desires me," that goes into your subconscious, and that is something that ends up being a little program that's running. Everything I desire desires me, and then that encompasses everything, doesn't it? So everything then becomes easier from that point. But it is a bit of a persistence exercise, but I think it's quite nice because it gives you that instant feeling. You might do it sometimes and then not get any feeling from it, and sometimes do get a feeling from it, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just do it. Do it for a week or so and see how it makes you feel. See, do I think that that's changed the way that I feel? I can come out here with lots of different feeling exercises for you to change that feeling inside of you. Anyway, I hope this video was useful. It's rather short compared to my last one. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm an author, my books are listed below. I also offer Zoom coaching. I am incredibly booked up at the moment, but please do ask. I may have had a cancellation, and if you don't mind waiting, then I can obviously book you in. And look at your local time first and just see, because the times I give you will always be UK times. And I offer personalised subliminals. You'd need to email me for that, and then I would send you a form out. And I do sell subliminals on my website too. There's 4 on there at the moment, but that list will grow and there'll be more and more and more on there. And they're proving to be really popular at the moment, which is great. Harry, my son, has a Law of Attraction channel, which is listed below. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then I'd love you to do that.